For 20 years, this is how we saw the scene between Han Solo and Greedo in the Mos Eisley Cantina.
Even I get bored sometimes. Do you think I had a choice? Over my dead body. Yes, I bet you have.
With one shot, Han Solo guns down the bounty hunter, showing the cantina and the audience what a hardcore mercenary he truly is. But Lucas insists that this was not his intention. Could he be right? Let's slow the clip down and find out for ourselves. Now, when we slow it down, we see a shot of Greedo, a shot of Han, then a flash of light and sparks and smoke. No blaster shot is ever actually fired by Han or by Greedo. So maybe George Lucas was right after all. On further examination, however, we find something far more sinister. As this keyframe demonstrates, the light from the blast is casting shadows to Han's left. If the blast were coming from Han's gun, the shadows would be cast behind him. As we see here, the light, and therefore the blast, is actually coming from Han's right. When we cut to Greedo, we see that the sparks and the smoke are coming from his left, indicating that the blast is also coming from his left. This clearly shows that neither Han nor Greedo fired a shot. The fatal shot must, in fact, have come from another shooter. But who? Could it have been the notorious bounty hunter Boba Fett, worried that if Greedo were to take Han in, he would claim the bounty and somehow ruin Boba Fett's reputation as the most dangerous bounty hunter in the galaxy? This seems unlikely, as Boba would have then turned Han in for the bounty himself. Plus, he wasn't introduced until the holiday special a year later.
I am Boba Fett.
Could it have been Jedi Knight Obi-Wan Kenobi, protecting his only means of passage to the Alderaan system? You can see Greedo behind him in this shot. Perhaps Obi-Wan sensed Greedo's intentions. This also seems unlikely, as Obi-Wan Kenobi wouldn't use something as clumsy or random as a blaster. He would use a lightsaber, a more elegant weapon from a more civilized age. Yep, elegant and civilized. But who could the unknown assailant be? To cut through the myriad possibilities, we must remember the cardinal rules of any killing.
Who benefited? Who has the power to cover it up? Who has the power to cover it up? Who has the power to cover it up?
Who indeed has the power to cover it up? The power, in fact, to rewrite history itself.
Over my dead body. Yes, I bet you have.
Who else but Star Wars creator George Lucas himself, who created the special editions to hide his 20-year-old crime? But that is only part of the story. The truth is even more terrifying. This recently unearthed footage shows the scene as it was originally shot on location. As you can see, the shots of Han Solo are the same, but the shots of Greedo are completely different. The shots of Greedo in the final film were done long after production had wrapped, with the assistance of makeup artist and accomplice Rick Baker.
I don't think they'd like another killing in here.
George Lucas shot poor Greedo in the Tunisian desert and then, many months later, re-shot him on a soundstage in California. We may never know what pushed George Lucas to commit such a heinous crime, or what sickness made him reenact it months later, but we do know the offense didn't end there, as this deleted scene from The Phantom Menace clearly shows.
What's this all about?
He said I cheated.
Did you?
No.
You still think he cheated?
Did what?
Well, Annie, you know the truth. You'll just have to tolerate his opinion. Fighting will not change it.
Chispa Bokupa Greedo, Inagua Co Crespa Crita.
A bad end indeed. Could Lucas have crafted the entire prequel trilogy just to further hide his crime? But now that the shocking truth is known, we finally see the crime for what it truly is.
Yes, I bet you have.
Like all men of great power, Lucas will probably never pay for his crimes. But despite his efforts to cover it up, some of us still know what really happened and must remember one simple fact.
You know the truth. You'll just have to tolerate his opinion. Fighting will not change it.
It's true, fighting will not change it. For now, Greedo shot first, and an entire generation of fans don't know otherwise. But for now at least, some of us do know the truth about a simple Rhodian bounty hunter who lost his life in a small cantina in a wretched hive of scum and villainy on the farthest planet from the bright center of the universe. Rest in peace, poor Greedo. Some of us still remember.